I'm already done with it. I'm already done with it. Here. How about this, Sam? You choose. How about this, Sam? You choose a topic in debate V3 that you think is really interesting and is something esoteric. Why don't you just pick some esoteric topic?
Look, so
I gave Zach the ability to pick.
Shut up, you fucking idiot! Shut the fuck up!
Shut up!
Jesus
shut up!
So I muted him again.
Oh my God! Sam.
Dude, he's not.
Don't mute him.
He's not letting anyone
talk. Sam, hold on. I'm already done. So I'm saying you can choose a topic to debate V3 on that you think is more interesting. He gave me the option. Clearly, you guys don't want to hear about it. I don't give a shit enough about it. That's what I wanted to talk about and test his knowledge on that.
I know the answer.
Because you're not listening.
Of course.
I was going to keep the topic the same. I was just going to offer
go ahead.
on the stock buybacks. Why don't you both debate whether or not the stock buyback program, the tax breaks that companies used for stock buybacks was ultimately in the benefit of the American public? That's a good debate prompt.
Yeah, I actually agree with Sam about that. Because, what if V3 hadn't known the answer to your questions, Zach? So that doesn't show anything.
Yeah. Well, it would have shown that he didn't. That we would have needed to choose another topic. That's why I was testing his knowledge on it.
I did know the answer.
No, it wouldn't have shown that.
Yes, it would have. If he didn't know what the purpose of a stock buyback was for, that's very basic. Right. That's like asking an economics question.
Your question was why was it banned from 1962 to 1979 or something?
No.
Yeah, that was creepy. That was a creepy, cringy. Like that was a trick question because you were trying to use. You were trying to get me on something real specific, like something I might not know.
It's very well known. No, it's very well known.
That's not a debate topic.
And it is though. Just because you don't know the answer doesn't mean it's not a debate topipic.
I may or may not know the answer, but
I know it's always may or may not with you. But that's why this.
No, but that was not a debate topic.
Okay. So you're conceding. Thank you.
Well,
hang on. I'm not conceding anything. I'm saying I asked you to pick a debate topic. Then you tried to ask me a trick question.
Guys, just look.
It's not a trick question. It's a straightforward question.
Regardless of whether or not it's a trick question.
It's not a debate topic.
It's not a trick question. Don't use that fucking term. That's retarded.
Okay, look. This isn't that interesting. What I'm trying to say is if you guys want to have a debate, you need a prompt. The prompt I gave you is interesting. It requires knowledge. It requires knowledge of stock buybacks, knowledge of the tax code, knowledge of basic economics. That's an interesting debate prompt. Why don't one of you guys, I can repeat it if you want, why don't one of you guys take the positive and the negative, the other one takes the negative, and have a discussion that way. That's going to be a test of which one of you can reason better. Like, that's way better than playing fucking trivia. Which was
it wasn't. You keep reducing it to playing trivia, and that's not what I was doing. But you won't know because you wanted to interrupt and change it, and that's totally fine. Why don't you have that debate with him? Since you don't want me to conduct it in the way that
started. Sam just wanted to say that one thing, so that.
I don't want to debate these three.
No, debate him.
Can we let Sam
I don't want to debate him either.
If you don't want to debate him, then don't. I assumed you did.
Not really.
Can we let Sam back out gracefully, please?
Okay, if you don't want to debate him, then don't, man. Whatever.
I'll debate any of you on any topic. That's why I gave you the floor, and you asked 7 questions in a row. You didn't have.
I asked you 2, so that's already showing that you're wasting my time.
What was the first one?
You're wasting my time. It's done.
Music production and making records. I win.
Maybe
Next.
Sam's intentions by opposing Zach's doing that was actually like throwing him a lifeline because he wanted him to get out.
I think he probably was throwing.
Oh yeah. That's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was. Nice try.
What was your first question? I know what you're doing. You asked multiple questions in a row.
How many did I ask?
I don't remember how many, but what was the first one?
You don't remember.
Let's start over.
Yeah, what was the first one? You even remember?
Oh, I do. I'm just not interested in it anymore.
All right, you're backing away.
Whatever you'd like to call it, my man. I got my lifeline thrown. I'm saved.
I gave you the full pick of the litter.
I'm saved.
I gave you the pick of the litter.
And
now you're
thank God there must be a God, and now I'm a Christian. Now, yep, I should become a Christian.
You're a pussy. You're a pussy.
Okay, crybaby.
Zach,
you're a pussy.
Level with me on one thing.
You're a liar and a pussy.
Do you agree with me that if the goal was to resolve who could reason better, a debate prompt with each side taking a positive and negative position would be better than asking him questions?
Okay, but I was testing his knowledge to see if it was worth my time to go down that road. I'm not just.
What a
I'm
fucking
not just.
loser.
No, you're a fucking idiot, B3. Like quite literally, no. I'm being very honest and I'm being very frank when I say this. You're an underachiever, loser, drunk idiot. You have nothing going for you in your life.
How would you know any of that? How would you know any of that about me?
Because
Zach?
So
how would he know any of that about me?
How about I meet
I'm
you
not
two
doing
down the middle? No, I meet you two down the middle. Look.
No, how about I've already said I wasn't interested in it in the first place. Then I asked a question to test his knowledge.
You are so triggered you don't even know it, man.
When I asked him a question to test his knowledge of it because that's reasonable. Because if someone knows absolutely nothing on a topic, then I would agree that doesn't show anything. That just shows
you are so triggered. You are so triggered right now. It's funny.
That shows that he wouldn't have any knowledge on it. So then we could choose a different topic. That's all I was doing, but you couldn't.
Ask your original question.
You couldn't be quiet long enough for me just to ask the two questions. Well, you're included. You wouldn't allow that to happen. I'm completely disinterested in it. But Sam, if you want to conduct it the way you want to, then you can conduct it the way you want to.
Well, why don't you listen to what I'm about to say? My proposal to me. Well, just listen to what I'm asking you to do before you decide not to do it.
You guys are so pathetic. Right? I gotta take a break. I'll be back in 10 minutes.
Why don't you ask him the questions that you originally intended to ask him? And if he answered it...
No, I'm already done with it.
Okay.
You're a pussy,
okay,
you're a pussy, you're a liar, you're backing out. You're a pussy and a liar and you're backing out, right?
Whatever.
Okay, drunk.
I don't care. I told you I drink. I'm not ashamed of that.
You should be. Your life sucks.
Why?
I'm completely disinterested.
Why should a person be ashamed that they drink?
That's a loaded question. You should be ashamed of what. Yeah, that's an extremely loaded question. See, you're just an idiot. You're just an idiot. You're not worth my time.
That's not an argument.
Oh no, actually that was a loaded question though because. It was a loaded question. The question is assuming that he's saying anyone who drinks is a loser. He wasn't saying anyone who drinks is a loser. He's saying a drunkard like you is a loser.
But am I a drunkard?
Yes.
So it was a loaded question.
I wouldn't say it's a loaded question, but
it is a loaded question. It is.
Hang on.
If I call him, when you use the word drunkard, that's synonymous with alcoholic.
He just with error and reasoning. That's not looking good.
But how do you figure I'm a drunkard?
So let me answer the original thing that Jovan was saying. That's what I was responding to. When you use the word drunkard, and Jovan, I know you know this, so you're just trolling, but that's synonymous with alcoholic, which is also synonymous with lack of self-control. So when he asks the question, when I call him an alcoholic or a drunkard, which can be used synonymously and has other underlying connotations to it that are negative, that when you ask me, oh, so what's wrong with drinking? That's retarded. That's a loaded question. Obviously, that's not what I said to him.
But how do you figure I don't have self-control or that I'm a drunkard?
I loaded question to be something that assumes something.
But what's wrong with being a drunkard is the other.
No, but that's aside the point.
What if you're an I love you man?
The question is 100% loaded. And another analogy.
I do think that the question contained an assumption, but I also don't think that Zach could argue that every drunkard is a loser, right? I'm a fucking alcoholic.
Well, no, that's stupid.
What is a drunkard?
You.
But what do you mean by that?
Someone who abuses alcohol to the point where if you don't have it, you probably have a physical response to it because your body is dependent on it because you lack self-control.
But that's not what a drunkard means.
Yes, it does. It means you're an alcoholic. That's what it means. No, you can be
addicted to alcohol and not be a drunkard. A drunkard implies stumbling around.
Okay, no, alcoholic, drunkard, they're used synonymously. Don't try to play the syntax game. Don't try to play the syntax game. You've already been caught in 3 errors in reasoning. We're not going to play the syntax game. Everyone knows what I mean by that. Nobody would be sitting on the street.
I think both of you are wrong. I think it was a loaded question, and I don't think that every drunkard...
Why is he afraid of what I'm going to say that he has to talk over?
I didn't say that, though. I said that he was in virtue of that.
I mean, asking what's wrong with drinking is a loaded question.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's what he asked. That's like me saying. That's like me saying you're a dude who sits at home all day and plays with his dad's money and skateboards, and so you're an idiot. And then the person goes, "Oh, so every person that skateboards is an idiot?" That's exactly what he did.
Yeah,
Like, that's not what I said.
So the loaded
but
content.
I have complete control here.
Your reasoning. So B3, this is why it's not worth anyone's time because you've already made 2 errors in reasoning on something very rudimentary. You're an idiot.
What was the first error?
They're gonna tag team you now though because they can't do it alone.
I know. I'm in complete control. I'm patient. I'm waiting for him to shut up.
I actually want to see if B3 understood why it's loaded. When you asked that, what was the content that was loaded? Like, what did you assume of Zach's?
Well, when he called me a drunkard, he was assuming that I have some sort of...
Hey, that was a loaded question that you just asked, Sam. That was assuming that there was an assumption.
Well, there obviously was. There obviously was. I mean, when he asked a loaded... first of all, I don't care if I asked a loaded question.
This is very disorganized. I'm not happy.
I still don't think it's a loaded question. I think because when you ask a loaded question, you're making.
Hang on, guys. Can I make a statement?
The point of the question, when the point is more of a rhetorical tool, and you try to limit somebody's response to something that can only serve their agenda. All you would have to do in that instance is say, "No, I don't think that's the case." Right? That doesn't force you into a position like a loaded question.
No.
Like the classic example of a loaded question. I mean, like, have you stopped beating your wife? There's no answer you can give to that doesn't serve their narrative.
But no, the question he was asked is,
misleading,
the question that was asked, what's okay, dude, we get it. The question that was asked was, what's wrong with drinking? What's loaded there is that Zax assumes there's something wrong with drinking. Right? So that's why it's loaded. That's exactly loaded.
We are so far afield from the original.
Delvon, that question that Batman asks, how do you know it's wrong to be a pedophile? Is that also a loaded question? I just wanted to know.
No, that's a moral question. That's a moral question.
Okay.
Anyway,
Godless, are you there?
Moral questions.
Gigi, are you there?
Yes, but
a loaded question isn't simply something that has a presupposition that they
Gigi, are you there?
B3, if you don't stop crying to mommy, I swear to God, I'm gonna mute you myself.
Godless, help me! Help me! My
don't
butt
even-
is so sore. Zach caught me on 3 errors in logic, and I said I could beat anyone, and now I'm making a fool of myself.
Cry to mommy is that he thinks that he can he'll like make Zach feel emasculated or something.
No.
If he makes me like command Zax not to mute
No.
then he like thinks in his mind he won against Zax or something.
Gigi, I already told Zax to pick any topic.
That's not what we're talking about right now, though.
What I'm saying is that this is a waste of my time. So unless we're gonna have a real debate, I'm gonna go.
All right, buddy. Nobody cares.
Start the debate.
Yeah, so let's have a real debate.
Stock buybacks. Go.
If you guys aren't gonna if it's not a real debate, I gotta go. I'd rather go jerk off or something.
Bye,
buddy.
If you that is if you can get it up, probably pop a couple Viagra.
Why does it have to be that you leave the server if there's not a
because he's being a big baby, Godless.
It's a pussy.
No, I'm just saying,
a fucking pussy.
I'm here to discuss these issues. Like, I'm here to debate.
Yeah, but you can discuss them without having a real debate. I'm requesting, not commanding. I'm asking you, please stop being like, we have to do it this way. I have to control the flow of everything, or I'm leaving. Please stop doing that. Just hang out.
The only problem. I agree. No, I agree with you. But the only problem is, I made a statement that I would do something, and I never go back on it.
Hey, Godless, you already have twice. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it doesn't.
You see the problem, Gigi? They're saying that I go back on my word here. You know?
You do.
No, stop that right now, because you know what? If it comes down to tonight, I'm like, okay, B3, you're just being so obnoxious that I have to be like, okay, just leave. Then you're just gonna come crawling back tomorrow.
Yep.
No, I won't. And I never did.
And then it's gonna look even worse.
Okay,
let's just pretend.
Gigi, I think you should take take that back. You should take that back right
now. Nah, you shouldn't.
Let's just pretend that none of that was ever said. I'll take it back. We also pretend that you never said that you were gonna leave the server.
I did leave the server.
Can I debate it?
So it's clear.
Yes. Who just chimed in?
You
Who just chimed in?
Yeah, we could.
The only reason I'm here is because you're here to regulate the idiots.
We're asking someone a question, dude. Shut the fuck up, Jesus, man.
Fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
So
B3, I really want you here. Please don't leave, but please stop threatening to leave too. Please.
You're a pussy, B3. You're a pussy.
Yeah, Hitch. Do you want to debate
How
B3?
how am I a pussy when I gave him the option for 1,000 topics to debate? Any topic he wanted.
So look, Hitch. Do you?
I don't want to, but I will.
Okay, that's good enough for me. What do you want to debate him on?
I think he's a Christian, so let's do it.
Good topic.
Let's go.
Oh fuck! Hitch atheist? Somebody with the what? A Hitchens? A
Get the
You're about to get your ass beat.
get the bandy cam. Get the bandy cam.
I already had the bandy cam going.
All right, nice.
So Hitch, any preferred topic? I can help you come up with a prompt if you want.
I mean,
The Hitchens wants to argue about the existence of God.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right. I need.
B3, can I just start them off for you to
No, I need 3 minutes.
Okay.
I need to have a little
You need to go look it all up real quick.
B3, this guy is a Christopher Hitchens fan. He's a clown.
I know he's a clown, but I need to have a little Gatorade, a half a cigarette, and a piss.
Yeah, Gatorade. Yeah, right.
You guys are so low. You're so low. Like you attack people on the lowest level. It's just so sad. But I'll be back in 5.
Yeah, well, you're gonna need more than just.
Anyway, I'll be back in 5. I'm not listening to what you're saying.
Then go. Jesus, go.
He does this every time.
I just said I'm leaving. I said I'm leaving for 5 minutes. This idiot's talking.
Go.
Find your bathroom and go to it.
So shut the fuck up now.
Jesus Christ.
That's who you need is Jesus Christ. Shut the fuck up.
No, because then I'll turn out like you.
Are we going to listen to you pee now? Is that what's going to happen?
He was a stockbroker. Yeah, right.
I got an interesting view to prove God is real, but it's not a very good one.
I'm not sure being a bank teller at Wells Fargo is a stockbroker, but whatever.
So what does B3 argue as far as
he's a Catholic, so that should be all you need to know there.
And also how important he is.
Yes, how important he is. Yes.
What are you coaching this kid?
No, well, I come in this group once, like every 2 months.
Shut the fuck up! I'm going to smoke.
And
if we're going,
okay, everybody, be quiet till he gets back.
So just so everyone's clear, this is what you put yourself up to, Hitch, which is why it's like I know what you're feeling. Like where you don't want to do it. It's just going to be a shit show. There will be no conclusion.
He's smoking. Everybody shut the fuck up.
Wait, you don't think that Hitchens will brutally dismantle, or B3 will brutally dismantle Hitchens?
No, I don't think anything's going to happen because he's going to sidetrack. If
Hitchens is dead. He will destroy that guy.
He will destroy me. How?
Godless, I know you're trolling right now. I know you're trolling.
I'm not. I could destroy that guy right now in 2 minutes. B3 thinks he'll take 3. I could do it in 2. Watch. Hitchens, do you think it's more likely than not that no gods exist?
Do I think it's more likely than not that God exists?
No. Do you think it's more likely than not that no gods exist? Like, if you had to side one way or the other, either gods exist or no gods exist, which would you lean towards?
I would lead towards no gods exist.
Oh yeah, bitch? That's a fucking probabilistic claim. What's your evidence? You don't have any evidence. What's the evidence?
I don't need evidence towards what I lead towards.
In 15 seconds, bitch! You don't need any evidence for a probabilistic claim? You're a clown, sir! Did you see that, Zach? He's a fucking clown.
Even if
he was humiliated and destroyed in 15 seconds.
Nice try, but no.
Even if I wasn't a Christian, I see evidence to
You're
say
making
that
a probabilistic claim, but you don't need any evidence. You just believe it. What? Because you feel like it? You don't have any justification? You just believe it? You're a piece of shit.
Okay. What if it was my opinion that that's what I believe? Do I need evidence for my opinion?
You're making a probabilistic claim. You're in a debate, sir. You agreed to debate me, and you claim.
No, I didn't.
That.
No, I didn't.
Why?
The way she asked you.
So it's not a
She's
rational
like a
belief. Is it a
proxy.
rational belief, sir? Is it a rational belief that it's more likely than not that no God exists?
It's an opinionated belief.
Is it? So it's not. So it's not rational. So you're saying it's not rational. So you're admitting that you don't have a rational belief.
Can I join it?
Do I need to have
This guy's a clown. He's not even worth my time. I'm muting my mic.
I have a question. Would it be rational for me to say that I think there is at least some kind of creator? Because when I see, say, like looking at the colors in the sky as it's setting, I see artwork. So someone or something had to at least create that.
All right,
that's
I'm
really
back.
dumb.
Well, I don't think that's rational, Captain, but I think that Hitchens is so stupid that if you try to claim that to him, that you would win the debate.
Did we lose the thread here? Are we debating what's happening here?
Oh my God, B3, did you not hear what just happened?
No, I was smoking outside.
Oh my God, let me tell you what just happened. Oh, it's hilarious. So Zach was talking shit after you left, right? He was like, oh, it'll just be a shit show if B3 debates Hitchens. And I said, what are you talking about? B3 would annihilate that guy. And Zach was denying it. I was like, what are you talking about? B3?
No, I didn't. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I said that it would be a shit. No, I said.
Can I finish, please? B3 said it would take him 3 minutes. I could do it in 2, right? B3, so you know what I said to that guy? I annihilated him in 15 seconds. I said, Hitchens, do you think it's more likely than not that no gods exist? He said, yeah, I think most likely no gods exist. I said, oh yeah? That's a probabilistic claim. What's your evidence? And he said, I don't have any evidence. I don't need any evidence. I said, so it's not a rational belief then. And he was just like, he was humiliated and destroyed.
Or did he run away with his tail between his legs, or is he still here?
Be a theorem.
Godless. I didn't say that though. I said it would be a shit show. I said that no conclusion was ever going to be reached. I said no conclusion was going to be. B3, be quiet. Just be quiet. When I'm talking, B3, just don't talk.
Did I annihilate that guy?
I'll talk whenever I want to
talk.
Well,
he said he wasn't.
Hold on. B3, that is most certainly not true. You will not speak just whenever you want.
Exactly, because B3, guess what? Guess what, B3? I'm over you. Do you like that? Do you like that? You look at me from the back of the ground. Like you look at me standing over you. That's how this dynamic is.
What is the back of the ground?
What? No,
what is the back of the ground?
Back really bad. It's
I never even heard of the back of the ground. Okay. No, just for the record, I'm only here because Godless is here. I wouldn't be here if you were modding, Zach.
Congratulations.
Zach, did I destroy that guy?
He wasn't finished debating.
Now he came up with some evidence? Hitchens came up with some evidence? What's your evidence, Hitchens?
Am I debating this idiot or not?
Hitchens, are you here?
I'm here. I haven't said anything in like 10 minutes because I've just been listening.
Yeah, so Godless is saying that she beat you. The last thing you said was no, and then you asked, I believe you said, if it is only my opinion that I believe this thing, do I need to provide evidence for it? I think is the last question you asked.
I mean, how can it be a fucking opinion? There's a fact. Whether or not God exists, there's a fact of the matter about whether or not God exists, right? He's claiming that it's more likely than not that no gods exist. He's in a debate, and he said that he believes it's more likely than not that no gods exist. Does he have justification for that belief? Hitchens, do you have justification for that belief?
Godless is on fire right now.
Okay, so do I have justification that God does not exist? Is that what you're saying?
She just said it.
Well, I'm confused because she's like screaming, so I'm trying to understand what you're saying.
So I'll help you out here. So the key thing to pay attention to is she asked you, is it more likely that God doesn't exist, right? And you said yes. Likelihood is it's a mathematical notion, which means it's rooted in empirical evidence. So now when she asks you, well, what's the evidence, right? You have to cite, what's the justification? You have to cite evidence. Actually, you'd have to cite empirical evidence, right?
He doesn't have any evidence. He can't have any evidence. You know why? Because God is unfalsifiable. The God hypothesis cannot have evidence for or against it. So if he tries to cite evidence, he's just going to get fucking beat down.
No, you can easily falsify God's existence.
You can't. How?
Snap, there's the claim
I
on
don't
the
want to
table,
argue with you
folks.
about that, B3.
We have a claim on the table. Say it again, B3.
Okay, Hitchens, what's the evidence? Because before you said you don't have any evidence. So now did you change your mind? Did you all of a sudden come up with some evidence?
Oh, this is brutal.
Did B3 just claim that, God hypothesis is falsifiable?
He sure
Who's
did.
talking now? Who's talking now?
I want to hear that. B3,
Is
I
that
want
you,
to hear you talk.
Is that
Oh,
Hitch?
B3, don't worry. This demon Zach, he's not gonna know how to argue that God is unfalsifiable.
I don't know who's talking. Is that Hitch?
Watch me beat him down right now. Hey, Zach. Hey, demon Zach. If we found the body of Jesus Christ, wouldn't that falsify the Christian God, you stupid, retarded, asinine, moronic fool?
It's even worse than that. You can falsify. You can falsify the concept of God just by showing a contradiction in it.
Alright, this server's gay.
Wait, you're wrong though. That's not false.
Alright, you're a fucking nigger. Go fucking kill yourself.
Bye.
Well, that's rude. I hate rude
you're wrong,
people.
bitch. B3, you're wrong.
I may be wrong, but I'm not rude.
When we say falsification,
I would rather be wrong than rude.
Empirical evidence.
Well, falsification can.
You just got slapped down by me.
Maybe I did, but you can falsify something by empirical or by logical reasons, right?
No, you're just misusing the term falsification.
We know what falsifies. Yeah.
Wouldn't you falsify God's existence if you showed
falsify refers to a scientific hypothesis, sir.
All right, so you're talking about verificationism. Okay, that's proper. I understand. Don't get me wrong. I understand. I know.
Now you're just trying to.
You won. You beat me. I got you.
No, that didn't take long.
It's all right. Godless is very aggressive.
That was hardly even a fight.
Yeah, you.
Well, I was here to debate Hitch, not Godless.
You're not very smart. You're just not very smart.
No, you made a stupid claim.
Yeah,
that's
you're
rude.
You're just really dumb. It's just kind of
so rude.
Hey, look at that. Hitchens heard us talking. He's realized, oh fuck, I'm way out of my league, and he ran away. He's not in here anymore. But wait, B3 Demon Zax thinks that he can argue that God is unfalsifiable, which I think he'll fail. So go ahead, you argue with him.
Who the fuck said that?
Is Demon Zach the same person as Zax in this, or?
No.
No.
B3.
God, that's all I said is I wanted to hear him make the fucking claim. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, so if he makes that claim and gives an argument for it, you think you're going to be able to give a rebuttal, bitch?
What are you on?
Demon.
Sir, calm down. You're trying to back out because you're scared.
Christ Almighty.
This is the arena, Demon. We're in arena mode now.
I don't want to debate some low tier person. I would rather debate.
By the way, Zach, when I said that was just me using sophistry when I said the dead body of Jesus Christ. That's actually an ad hoc hypothesis, so that wouldn't falsify the existence of God. But you're too stupid to know how to fucking argue about that. So I just beat you down with fucking sophistry, bitch.
You can tell Godless is on speakerphone, pacing around. I don't know what the hell's going on.
I am too. I am pacing too.
I can tell.
Did you and Josh really break up for real, Godless?
Never.
No.
Oh, okay.
They would never break up.
He really doesn't want. Josh has been trying to break up with me for a long time. I just finally accepted it, but we're still living together. We're gonna get all our finances and stuff settled before we move out, but we really are breaking up.
Are you being real right now?
Yeah, we're not on bad terms or anything though.
So am I debating an idiot, or are we just gonna
My
have a
estimate
conversation?
was only off by a couple of years.
Did my opponent leave? What happened?
You just don't track anything that happens in the room, do you, B3?
Well,
I'm working on a multi-track mix in the background of it, and I'm tracking what's going on in the room. You're paying full attention to what's going on, and you have no idea from 1 minute to the next.
I'm laying in my I'm laying in my bed with my phone to my ear. I'm not tracking everything. What are you talking about? You guys are so harsh. Just be gentle.
Oh my god.
Yes, we know you're a pampered baby, and you get shown up all the time.
Why are you so angry? You're so.
No one's angry. No one's
so angry.
Godless, tell Zach to stop bullying me. My butt is sore.
Was that even Zach? I don't know who that was. I gave Zach the option for any topic. Come on. You guys are silly.
Yep, right, and you made a fool of yourself. So
I didn't. I disagree, but I'm still here. I'm still ready to debate anybody on any topic.
B3, notice that Dem and Zach fell silent.
They all fall silent.
Dem and Zach.
So are you for corporate stock buybacks or against?
What's supposed to be significant about that?
Oh, no, he wants to change it to an empirical issue.
What exactly is significant about me being silent, Godless?
Wait, does someone want to have a debate on corporate buybacks?
I'd rather go read Thompson. I feel like I'm going to go read Mark Twain or something. You guys need to get something interesting going here. This is stupid.
What a loser.
So mean, too. Like, what's wrong with you guys?
Yeah, bring up a topic. Bring up a topic, you god of debate. Bring up a fucking topic.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, cry me a fucking river.
I will argue with any one of you about any topic.
Bring it up, then, you piece of shit.
But I'm perfectly satisfied in my positions. I don't need to argue. Like I asked Jack,
then leave.
Hang on.
Shut up or hang out.
He is the biggest Dunning-Kruger case study I've ever fucking seen, and that is saying a lot.
Hang on, child. Hang on, child.
I'm going to point out the contradiction. You said you're only going to come in here for formal debates, and then you said you're confident in your positions. You don't want to debate anything.
No. That's not what I said.
To my count, that's four contradictions he's made,
but I don't acknowledge 4 of them. I don't acknowledge that that's a contradiction because
then that just means you're an idiot.
All right, I'll explain it. But if you let me talk, I'll explain it.
You'll let me talk.
I don't know if you're capable of that. Are you afraid?
No.
Give me a minute and I'll
explain. I think of a way that you could argue out of it, but I don't think you're going to.
No, but I mean, like, you guys have a hard time letting.
Go ahead, contradict yourself. Go ahead.
Let me know when you're done. Say over. When you're done, say over.
Contradict yourself. Over.
Don't do that. They gotta everybody get down to my feet and be quiet. Agree to be quiet.
He's just ultimatum man. It's
they can't be quiet. They can't stop themselves. They have no discipline.
Yeah. He just never fails. Your foot is in your mouth constantly.
I'm sitting here ready to say what I'm going to say, and you keep talking.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, go.
Okay, so when I say that I'm completely satisfied in my worldview, I'm contrasting myself to someone like Jack Angstrick, who I asked a few days ago, or maybe a week ago. I asked him, "Are you satisfied with your worldview? Do you feel content? Do you feel confident in your views?" He said, "No, he doesn't. He's completely confused." Now, I'm fully confident and fully content in my worldview, so I don't need to go and prove anything. If you guys think I'm wrong about something, bring it up. I'll debate it.
Jack told you he was confused about the things he believed.
Because whether or not you feel, it's still a contradiction. Because whether or not you feel the need to do it is irrelevant to whether or not you desire to do it.
I'm just here to sharpen my wit.
I'm not finished. Excuse me, sir. I'm not finished.
I'm sorry about that. Go ahead.
Calm down. Before you claimed you had the desire to only be present in this server if you were formally debating, and now you're claiming that you don't have any desire to formally debate.
No, I want to debate any topic anyone can bring, but I don't need to bring a topic up.
Oh my God! You are running away like a pussy. Running away like a pussy.
There's no backpedal. I said I'm willing to debate any topic with any of you, but I'm not going to bring one up because I'm completely contented in my worldview. I'm only here to sharpen my own wits.
But you don't have any wits to sharpen, so I don't.
Well, nevertheless,
let's
like
move forward so that B3, like I don't have
nevertheless,
so let's move forward.
I have
B3.
have challenged every one of you to bring up any topic.
Yeah, B3. I just told you the topic.
What?
We're gonna debate your homosexuality. I'm gonna take the position that you're actually straight and heterosexual, and you're gonna take the position that you're homosexual.
Is that Iron again?
You said any topic.
Recognize the voice. Holy crap!
You said any topic.
Well, some of you sound the same, and some of you sound different.
Sorry, do you accept the topic that you're going to debate that you're a homosexual and that Iron and that Iron's going to debate the opposite? Are you okay with that?
Sure. Because if I say no, one of you idiots will be a literalist and say, "Oh, you won't debate this topic."
Have you ever been married?
Have I been married?
Yeah.
No.
Well, that's not a surprise.
Have you been married?
Why not? Yeah, I've been divorced. Why have you been married?
I was talking to the guy who made a joke and said that's not a surprise. Has he been married?
Okay, I'll say it. Ha! You haven't been married? Ha! What? That's not a surprise. Now I've said it. Now ask me.
No, but have you been married,
Anarchist
dumbass?
has been married more than once, right? Anarchist?
I've only been married once, but it was for 21 years.
Oh.
Too bad. I guess you blew it, right?
That's what I did.
All right, so are we debating if I'm gay, or are we going to have a real debate?
You said any topic.
You got 25 people in here. I said any topic you can pick. Any person.
This is what happens when Sam doesn't.
I'm interested in seeing
so
this debate
fucking
between
pathetic.
you and Norris.
I've never seen something so pathetic as this. We're in the most intellectual server. We got all these people here. We got all these people here. I said any one of you can pick any topic, and not one of you can stand up and do it. You're fucking. What is this?
Just watching you spin around making an idiot out of yourself.
How am I
Really, a
spinning
couple
around?
candidates
How
up
am I-
for debating it.
All I said was to pick a topic. Any one of you.
Iron gave you a topic, fuckhead.
I already agreed to it. He stopped talking.
Oh, sorry. Here's my position. Right, this is gonna be my argument.
Go ahead, dumbass.
Right,
I already
so
beat you to death.
you're a committed Catholic, right? And it's against the will of God to engage in homosexuality and stuff like that. And therefore,
nevertheless, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that because you're a committed Catholic and you try and do the right thing, and you're obviously oozing masculinity and like confidence with women, I think that indicates that you're straight.
Are you arguing that I'm straight or gay?
Yeah, I'm arguing that you're straight. That's my side of the debate.
Oh, then I have no other side.
No,
No,
you have to argue the case that you're homosexual, that you love to suck cock and take it in the ass and shit like that.
No, we're in agreement that I'm straight. There's no debate there.
Oh, so you just concede the argument?
Wow, you won.
Yeah, you won.
Wow, Iron just beat you.
Won.
So
Okay,
I beat you. So I beat you. Iron beat you. Godless beat you. So there goes that.
Well, I only Iron to beat me. I don't agree with the other one.
I don't think anyone beat him.
I do.
Nobody's beat me.
Godless, you just said you did. Those were your own words too.
No, I was talking about the other guy. I took shots from afar about the God unfalsifiable thing to B3, and then like I was like, okay, I'm just exiting now because I was actually bluffing. I'm not very good at arguing that God is unfalsifiable.
Well, you might have won on the tactical point that verificationism and falsificationism. It's kind of very specific.
Oh no, I was right about that. But remember when I said I could argue to that guy that God isn't falsifiable? Oh, I could have argued it to him, but if you were
you were saying empirical. You were saying empirically. Now I was using falsification I was saying in a broader sense. So you didn't win, I didn't win, but on a technical point, maybe you win.
It was a draw.
It was a draw. If you put a capital F for falsificationism, Karl Popper, then you won. But I was using with a small F. Yeah, well, that's okay. He's a philosopher from Bertrand Russell times. He actually had a fight with Wittgenstein. Wittgenstein took a hot poker from the fireplace right at Popper.
Yeah, well, don't act like you're hot shit because you know that, because you didn't even know what the evidential problem of evil was.
Yes, I did. I called it the probabilistic problem.
Yeah, you didn't know it by the evidential problem of evil?
Well, I never heard it called that. That's all. But I am hot shit.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm saying,
Your delusion.
Do you think like the ancient Greeks were using the term probabilistic when referring to like the evidential problem of evil?
I just never heard it called the evidential problem.
Because you've never read up on the subject. You didn't know
I
about
have.
Okay.
I have, but I always heard it. Why do you keep saying
there's an evidence
he said,
on
okay,
analogical.
okay. He says okay every time I try to talk, this idiot.
Two versions of it.
Jovan, I love you, man. You're good, man. Do you like me?
Jesus Christ.
Reminds me of that scene in Borat. I like
Do you like me? Do you like me? Do you like me?
I guess
Stop
you guys
this, do you
all
like
own
me?
so bad.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
B3,
You
how
guys are
old
my
are
children.
Come on,
You
Joe.
said
I
the
want to
other
hear
day how
night
old you
better
were.
because B3 was here
How-
because it was entertaining.
How old are you?
I'm
Whoever's asking
52.
that.
I'm 52.
You enjoy the
Oh,
entertainment.
you old son of a bitch.
I know,
Joe Val never answered if you like me.
No, but
Enjoy
you
the
said the other
entertainment.
day, I thought you're in your late 30s or something, right? It
What's
doesn't
the point?
matter. Well, no, I'm just curious because you do sound like my
Like
age.
an idiot.
I don't know. Just the tone of voice. You know how you think you can tell age from a tone of voice, but you can't
Yeah, but
really.
what's all-
You're actually young,
what's-
right? Like compared to me, you're
Yes,
like
I'm young.
37. You're
Quite
like,
young, but
yeah, there's nothing wrong. I mean, I said I'm 52. Nobody's proud of that.
I've been reading since I'm 13. So I mean, it doesn't really matter how my age. You know, I've been reading since I'm 13.
I'm not implying otherwise.
Wait,
I
how old
was
are you?
well
How
read
old
at
are you?
25, to tell you the truth.
I'll say I'm in my mid-30s because I don't want to dox myself.
Trust me, you're not important enough for anybody to like go find out that you live in like some Section 8 housing. Trust me, nobody cares. I promise.
Well, that's you guys are so many gutter snipes. You just always make these.
Not a gutter snipe.
I'm
gutter
not.
snipe.
I'm
Right in your
neutral,
face.
and you have a good, you have a good radio voice.
But
So,
I
how's that
don't
for a
insult you.
compliment?
I don't insult you guys. Like
Yes, you
unless
do.
I'm in-
That's all you've done for the past.
When
only
you
only in
called
only in
everyone on
response.
the server a sociopath, was that a compliment?
Yeah,
It's not
or like
everybody.
when you came in, or like when you came in when we were having a good discussion about tipping, and the first thing you said was, "Oh, so you're just a poor faggot?" That wasn't that was completely unprompted. See, you never know what the fuck you're talking about. You're just a dishonest, delusional drunk. That's all you are.
But that person who I said that to, we were
Was
already
me.
going back.
No, we weren't. I recall it very clearly. You popped in. Sam and I were having the discussion along with someone else. We were having a very good discussion about the topic of tipping service people and the ideas behind it. And the first thing you said when you came in was like, "Oh, so are you just poor? Or are you an asshole? Are you a faggot?" Those were the first three things you said.
politics. Did I come to the right place?
I do think somebody who doesn't want to tip is an asshole. That's not an insult. It's a fact.
In any circumstance?
I think
I
somebody who
hate
does.
that you just said that.
So-
I fucking hate tip. I'm a waitress, and I think that people that
So
tip are dumb.
B3, when you go to McDonald's, do you tip the people at McDonald's as well? Do you tip them?
No.
Oh, you're an asshole.
But you're not letting me fully say my piece.
You just that's all you have to say. I just asked you a question.
Andricus, you got to be more patient.
I'm not Andricus.
That's Zach's, you senile fuck.
God, you're
Okay,
so dumb.
It's like
You
talking
sound
like
similar.
grandpa.
You sound similar. So what I mean, people who work on tips, and only make $2-3.50 an hour, you should tip them.
No, fuck that. I'm very passionate. I've been obsessed with tipping ever since I was a little girl. How stupid it is that people could tip.
Tipping is stupid.
Well, I don't think it's really on the thing that makes it stupid is more like the system built around it, right? The fact that these people are allowed to pay their workers like this lower wage.
Right. They're subsidizing their wages to the
I
consumer.
think, but the problem is, doesn't it seem like you're kind of entering into some sort of agreement when, well, not like legally or anything like that, but it seems like you're entering some sort of agreement when you
B3.
go to a place like or order like pizza,
Yes.
and you know that your driver's going to get paid minimum wage is lower than what he should get paid because he's expecting a tip from you. Don't you think that there's like some sort of agreement there whenever you like get the delivery that you should just go ahead and pay those people some sort of tip?
No.
Only so my position on tipping is this. I tip, and the only times I don't tip are at like fast food places where it's generally not accepted to do so. They typically, if they have a jar there, it's for a donation. Or if I go to a restaurant and I pick up food and leave because they've done the base level expectation. The chef has prepared the food.
Right.
I picked it up from the counter.
So
but if I go out to eat, if I go to a bar or something like that, I don't like tipping, but I still do it because it is an option, or it's an obligation that masquerades itself as an option, and that's my problem with it.
I think
Right.
I think I accidentally derailed onto tipping. So let's get back to something.
What about in the casino? You have to tip in the casino.
God, no.
You don't have to tip in the casino, but I do that.
But it's so fun. Is what I'm saying.
Well, I tip in a casino because when you tip in a casino, the drinks are free, and you want that waitress to stay near your table. So every time she comes by, give her a chip. She gives me a free drink. I'm getting something reciprocated.
What about the croupiers or the dealers?
I tip the dealers as well. I tip the dealers as well.
There's no benefit. They can't improve your luck.
Is anybody here?
I tip because I tip. In my case might be special because like I have a couple memberships at like the Bellagio and Caesars and the Paris, and there are dealers that I've met with several times, and you just have a more enjoyable experience. There is a reciprocation.
And actually, at that point, you can get better coupons when they give you the
exactly
stamp your card.
Can I get in here? Can I get a second here?
Okay, let's debate whether casinos are worthwhile.
No. I'm here to debate atheism. What?
I was telling A30 to shut up.
No, I'm here to debate theism, atheism, religion. Like, I don't want to talk about tipping. I'm going to leave if there's no serious debate.
Well, yeah, because
I've challenged all of you. I've challenged every one of you to any topic that you choose, and nobody's taking. So, I mean, I understand you just want to banter, but I'm not going to hang around for that.
Why do you keep talking about leaving? Why can't you just hang out?
He does.
I don't mean ditching the server. I just mean I'm gonna go do something else.
Just go take your.
What?
Just like listen. You don't have to talk the whole time you're in here. Just hang out.
I'd rather go listen to music and smoke and drink or eat or something. Like, this is stupid.
Anyway,
I'm sorry.
A-Theory, do you want to argue for tipping? Because I'll destroy you.
I'm sorry to say that. I didn't mean to call you sir.
That might be interesting, yeah, because I like tipping. I was raised to like tipping in a working class family. You're tipping other working class.
Shut up! So the fucking people that bust their ass at McDonald's, you don't tip. They make minimum wage. They can barely fucking afford to feed themselves, but you go.
Right.
Now, just compare the amounts that you
I'm going to start tipping
if
I ever go there.
A waitress that works at a diner, like at Denny's, she's barely making minimum wage, right? Because you're fucking getting a $6 plate of eggs and toast and shit, right? But then you go to and she's busting her ass. She has to do 2 hours of side work after she stops taking tables at the end of the night. Busy all day. But then you go to an upscale restaurant and you fucking order some salad with some shrimp. All she has to do is walk to the table once, and you give her $15. You're a piece of shit.
That's my argument about it.
I don't do that. That's a good point.
My argument against it is that, like I said, I still do it because there's a self-serving aspect. I don't do it. I have tipped like the price of my meal when there have been waiters that have gone above and beyond, like when they fucked my order up, and I don't blame it on them, obviously, but they've made it right. They've done just above and beyond service. I've tipped there. That's totally fine. But my one example I bring up is that if I'm sitting at a table, right, and I'm right next to the cabinet, a lot of restaurants do that where they have the wine, and I order an $80 bottle of wine, and the table that's 2 feet away from me orders a $15 bottle. Why do I tip the waiter more for the same amount of work simply because the cost of my item was more. He didn't do any more work. He just picked a more expensive bottle. There's no logic behind it.
No, because
None.
you're richer. It's a progressive tax.
That's horseshit.
The thing I'm against. Yeah.
The consumer should not be
mean
fronted.
You're richer. It's often the fucking
right.
richer people that are more frugal.
No, not with the price of the wine.
No,
With
what
the
I'm
tip,
saying is that the tip is based on a percentage of the tip is based on a percentage of the bill. It's not based on any service, and there's tons of studies that show you that shitty waiters still make an average of 18 to 22% tips on every tab, even though they suck ass, because we have conditioned Western society to have this obligation. Or else bad things could happen to you. Yeah. So waiters actually aren't even incentivized by tipping to do their job properly, and they become extremely entitled. There's many issues with it. I'm still very much, but in the current climate, I will also say that if you straight up don't tip at a restaurant, you probably just shouldn't go there. Now, that's just my personal. I'm not going to damn
Including
somebody.
McDonald's, because I'm almost convinced if I go to a McDonald's, I should tip.
Well, if you wanted to be consistent, sure. If you wanted to be consistent, absolutely. But that's just not. I don't even know if they accept tips. To be honest, I've never even.
Why? If someone washes my car, I don't fucking tip them. Why? Like, that's providing a service, right?
Exactly.
I do. You tip at the car wash when there's humans.
I mean, the way I always look at it is in the positions where they
tip for bags.
In the position where they typically accept tips, their employer can pay them less. And every
That's
other
a problem. That is a problem.
Yeah.
And there's some European countries where there aren't tips.
The
problem with that
and they have a higher minimum wage.
Okay.
The problem with that is, Sam, that they're shut up, A3, is that they're actually better off getting $5 an hour plus tips. So they're actually making in like 2022 or something. They're making the tipping minimum wage $15 an hour. And my coworkers were concerned, oh no, I don't want them to make it $15 an hour because then people won't tip us anymore and we won't get our $25 an hour anymore. And I said, don't worry about that. People are so fucking stupid. Americans are still going to tip us when we're making $15 an hour. That's how irrational people are about tipping.
Because it happens in the UK. In the UK, they pay them livable wages or well, maybe not livable, but they pay them fair wages. And they still get tips, and it's not expected, and they're not entitled about it, and the system works just fine. I think the expectation of tipping, I could actually argue, lowers the quality of service across the board because it creates an entitlement or a sense of entitlement. And other people that have been in the food industry that are in this Discord all agree with that. They're all saying, yeah, like servers and bus guys are the most entitled people in the fucking world. They don't get a tip on every single table and they just want to like murder their family because they feel like they just earned it. And it's like, sorry you didn't get tipped, but at the same time, no one bent your arm to be a waiter. No one did that.
Do you think that's actually true about, like, if they were aware of it, right? So if there was a huge public campaign, right, and they were aware that these people are no longer being paid less because they're tipped, they're being paid their full wages, don't you think gradually people would stop tipping?
No.
Well, I think that $15 an hour is more than double what the $5 was, right? So
yes,
I think that I'll actually end up making more because people all they'll do is tip a little less. But they won't stop tipping in my lifetime. So eventually, yeah, they might stop tipping. But in my lifetime, I think I'll actually be making more. Because people will just tip 12% instead of 20%.
Well, it happens in the UK. People still tip them. And actually, I don't have a statistic on this ready, but when we were